serotonin reuptake inhibitors, I've read the insert, aren't they in the hallucinogen psychotropic class?
The hallucinogens, LSD, and drugs like LSD work with the serotonin system in the brain. But Alex, most of the serotonin system is not even in your brain. It's in your digestive system, and it's in other systems of the body. So when you take a serotonin reuptake inhibitor, it's not only affecting your brain, it's affecting your entire nervous system as well as your enteric or gut nervous system as well. You cannot take a drug and simply expect it to be a magic bullet that's going to be directed to your specific symptom. In addition, what we're treating are not even diseases, Alex. Every 4 or 5 years, psychiatrists get together and they vote on what the latest new diagnosis will be. And today, in fact, they've come out with
more than 20, I know, because we've read them on air before. We've written news articles about it. We're not liking government corruption, not trusting government is a mental illness.
That's right.
It's, defiant,
defiance
you're mentally
disorder.
ill. But let's expand on that, because you just pointed out, I've seen cases of this where somebody has lead poisoning, mercury poisoning, some type of industrial poisoning. They're acting crazy, and the system will just commit them instead of actually testing their blood and helping chelate it out. I mean, this is just incredible. Take all the pink program everywhere. Breast cancer, the highest in the world in the U.S., next in Europe, all the places where they vaccinate, all the places where they have GMO. And instead of looking at why this is happening, they just say, let's raise money to find a cure. Well, I mean, that's like saying find a cure after a truck runs over you, for how to cure somebody being run over by a Mack truck. How about not being run over by the truck? How about we look at why this is epidemic? Because again, this is such a blaring crime, but it's in plain view that the system never wants to find out why you're having this problem. They want to, quote, treat it, showing the whole system is designed to not actually help you, but to treat you.
Alex, Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsors Race for the Cure. Okay, that's the people who are paying for Race for the Cure, the people who are causing the disease in the first place. Look, Alex, you cannot expect to eat the way we eat, and you cannot expect to be as nutritionally deficient as we are and not end up with breast cancer and not end up with degenerative diseases. It doesn't make any sense. And so the message that I want to promote and that you're helping us promote is the idea that if you take care of your basic needs, your God-given needs, such as oxygen and blowing out carbon dioxide and making sure you're getting appropriate nutrition, you're not going to need the Race for the Cure. You're not going to need the serotonin reuptake inhibitors. You're not going to need to interface with the medical model and the medical community, and you'll have more power and more clear-headedness to be able to fight this kind of tyranny. And that's the message here. And the only way to do it is to participate in your own health. The human body is a healing system. It is designed divinely to heal itself on a moment-to-moment basis. It doesn't need doctors. It doesn't need drugs. It doesn't need hospitals. It doesn't need insurance companies. It needs good nutrition. It needs solid food. It needs clear air. It needs clean water. It needs to be able to blow out toxins through carbon dioxide. It needs a functioning liver. And short of that, we are condemned. Short of that, we are going to be walking into the hospitals and the pharmacies, and we're going to be enriching the medical model, and we're not going to be able to have the wherewithal to fight this kind of tyranny.
Well, you're absolutely right, Ben, and it just gets crazier and crazier how they're trying to force this on people. I haven't talked to you in a month or so on air since California and the governor signed the law to let them brainwash young children without their parents knowing and, quote, get them to consent to the deadly Gardasil shot, which they admit on its own insert doesn't even protect you from the cancer it claims it's helping you from. But then they showed newscasts of them going to homeschoolers' doors and saying, we're here to give your child a shot. It's the law. So if they'll come tell parents it's the law to take it when it's not the law, then obviously they're going to tell the kids it's the law and force them to take it. I mean, this is reaching like the forced sterilization level like we saw in this country under eugenics. What's your view on that? How should that be handled?
Here's my view on that. Alex, when you and I were growing up, did you hear of the human papillomavirus? Was there a problem with the human papillomavirus with girls in your school? Did you ever hear of any kids in your school having the human papillomavirus? I didn't. Okay, the problem is that our immune systems are so shot because of the crappy food we're eating, and our immune systems are so shot because of our lack of basic nutrients like vitamin C and like the B complex and like good protein, that everything that comes along we become a victim to. Viruses and bacteria cannot exist in a healthy, powerful terrain, a terrain that has an immune system that's strong. So our job as individuals is to make sure that our bodies have the strength to be able to withstand bacteria, withstand viruses. We live in an environment in competition with these things, but we have an immune system that has been divinely given to us that is able to, in an intelligent fashion, select these bacteria and select these viruses for destruction. We have cells and we have chemicals inside our body that can specifically target viruses, can specifically target bacteria, and our job is to up-regulate that system. Almost everything we do on a regular basis in terms of what we eat and how we nourish ourselves not only doesn't up-regulate the system, it almost specifically shuts the system down. Every time you eat a teaspoon of sugar, your immune system becomes compromised for hours, and most of us are eating on the order of 20 to 30 of these teaspoons every day. Of course we're going to become victim to bacteria and viruses, but the answer is not Gardasil. The answer is to change the way we treat ourselves, to upregulate and maximize and build up our body's inherent healing properties and our body's inherent defense systems, the immune system. We shouldn't need Gardasil. We shouldn't need these vaccines. We need to learn and we need to understand how our bodies work. That's the most dire need we have today, is understanding this magical system, this divine system called the human body, and understanding how it works. And understanding
Pharmacist Ben, as the public begins to learn about this and tries to get back to basics, the system is coming in trying to regulate it and shut it down. And at this point in the interview, I want to just put the pitch out to listeners that this is a win-win-win-win-win. I researched for years, and I've been exercising a lot more, and I've lost about 10 pounds the last 3-4 months, and I'm trying to get in better shape. My wife is really loving it. She's gone on the entire line of longevity products that are available at InfowarsTeam.com. And we have banners up at Infowars.com, but it's simple, InfowarsTeam.com. And when do purchase, whether it's heart health, general, vitamins, minerals, healthy energy, B vitamins, the fish oil, the essential fatty acids, it's all there at InfowarsTeam.com. When you purchase the high quality products that we've researched and that Ben has endorsed, then your purchase also makes this radio show, the news show, everything we do possible, because Infowars Team is something that is a huge sponsor of our show. In fact, I've taken it in-house myself because researching it, I think it's the best system out there, bar none. Ben, let's walk through for people, because as you pointed out, what's so exciting about this is that people who are in horrible shape, who've been working too much, too long, who have horrible nutritional deficiencies, who don't have the right minerals and vitamins and trace elements and things that are so key, when they start taking Beyond Tangy Tangerine and Pollen Burst, when they start taking the essential fatty acid systems. I have a family member who had eczema. Talked to you 6 months ago. You said put them on essential fatty acids. They did it. The eczema's gone. Ted Anderson's father didn't even know who he was. Got him on the essential fatty acids, got him on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. His memory was suddenly back. He was doing great. He'd go fishing with him again. The doctor said, he's on Coumadin. He can't be taking that Beyond Tangy Tangerine that has natural minerals in it. It could throw him off. So they took him off of it, and he's back again. Again, the doctors are actually, no, do not take vitamins and minerals. That is evil. And so, Ted says I can tell that story, even though it's painful for him. This is the type, and then I even had Dr. Russell Blaylock on about how deadly statins are and how they trigger Alzheimer's and literally eat the brain, and because the brain's made out of cholesterol, folks. And I did that interview just for Ted to give it to his family, and they just said, basically, we don't care. Our doctor says it. The statins stay. All this stuff. My dad's a dentist, but he's done a lot of research. He got my grandmother off statins. She suddenly, has a lot more life and energy. Describe the products at InfowarsTeam.com. And then break down for people what statins are doing. Just an example.
All right, real quick, the statins are a very fascinating subject because they are a real boon for the pharmaceutical industry. They've been making billions upon billions of dollars in profit alone on the statins since they were first introduced almost 15 or 16 years ago. The idea of the statins is that they're trying to target one specific enzyme system whose end result is cholesterol. But what they miss is there's about 10 steps in between, and every one of those steps is blocked by these statin drugs. So it means that your body can't produce a lot of vital chemicals, including cholesterol. Never mind that cholesterol is probably, arguably, the single most important biochemical in your body. It's a precursor to vitamin D. It's a precursor to all of your steroid hormones. It's a precursor to cortisol. It's required for the for healthy cell membranes. It's required for brain function. There's no way you can knock out that system and not expect side effects. What's worse is when you take a statin drug, you keep your body from making other things, not just cholesterol, including coenzyme Q10, which is one of the most vital of all the non-vitamin systems in the body, non-vitamin compounds in the body. So the bottom line is when you take a statin drug, you're blocking your body from making a lot of things, including cholesterol. On top of that, nobody's ever shown that elevated cholesterol is the cause of heart disease. We know it's there. We know there's elevated cholesterol when you have heart disease, but nobody's ever shown that it's the cause of heart disease. On top of that, the reason cholesterol gets elevated is because people are eating too much sugar. When you raise your insulin levels, your cholesterol will go up. So there's a simple way.
Exactly. Well, from the doctors I've talked to, and I'm talking brain surgeons, endocrinologists, they say fats are what make your skin, your arteries. They say it's chemicals and things and sugars that boost it, that actually clog the arteries. Then cholesterol goes up to try to lubricate all that, and then it becomes all gummed up. And
That's right.
You know, my dad, in his own words from researching it, he's like, it'd be the perfect chemical weapon. It's an aging weapon. It attacks your entire system and almost creates an artificial form of scurvy. But Dr. Blaylock and others have said it's probably one of the most devastating things out there.
If you are on a statin drug, just try this. And by the way, you were talking about Ted. Ask Ted what happened to his cholesterol levels and his triglyceride levels when he started on this program, okay? It's an amazing story if you don't know nutrition. Now, knowing nutrition, I'm not that amazed by it because I know that's what's supposed to happen. If you're on a statin drug...
Within months, his dad came back.
What's that?
Within months, his dad came back.
That's right, just by taking B vitamins and essential fatty acids. If you're on the statin drugs, I will tell you right now how to lower your cholesterol without the statin drugs and get off your statin drugs. Number one, first and foremost, lower your insulin levels by eating less sugar. How do you eat less sugar? Up your protein, get on a good protein supplement. Secondly, get yourself on essential fatty acids, the ultimate EFAs. It's a powerful, powerful strategy for helping lower blood cholesterol. Get yourself on the B vitamins, get yourself on vitamin C. You'll find all of this in the longevity products and the healthy, Alex Start Pack, I think they're calling it, which is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Ultimate EFAs, and the Osteo FX product. Just those three products alone, Alex, can have a dramatic effect on cholesterol and allow you to get off of your statin drugs. And
absolutely. We're saving lives here today. InfowarsTeam.com, folks, and your purchase also supports the show here, and if you become a member, you can get bulk discounts on ordering it. Again, InfowarsTeam.com, and it's also a great business model in this faltering economy to help people at the same time. We'll be right back, InfowarsTeam.com.
Plan a healthy garden easy and fast with organicaseed.com. Easy because organicaseed.com offers one of the largest online selections of organic, heirloom, non-hybrid, and untreated seeds, as well as tobacco and cotton seeds at low prices. Go to organicaseed.com, spelled O-R-G-A-N-I-C-A, seed.com. Organicaseed.com. Remember, Organica Seed is healthy seed.
Hemp USA.